god. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. We're gonna go back to Mark. We're gonna do his stuff. I just... oh, you want to hear that with a beat? Oh my god, Taylor, please. Put these dancing birds to music. I will lose my mind. And so will the rest of the world. It'd be beautiful. They don't look real. I'm not fully convinced. Am I being punked? Are you in on this? I don't know, it just turned into like a flying saucer. It's just weird. Oh my goodness. This was the perfect jacket to wear for this occasion. I guess if I have props around, I'll just use them. Okay, so we gotta go back to Mark. This is like completely derailed. But we're gonna get back at it. There's more. Oh god. There's more. Oh, I'm not gonna do that though. I will go down this rabbit hole in like 10 bird videos later. I'm just staring into the void, wondering how I got here. And so, restraint. Going back to Mark. Okay. I don't think we started one. I don't think so. I don't remember, to be honest. Let's just start a new one. Ooh. You know what? We could change it up. And I think that would be a good idea. I want to show you Mavo. Mavo is so cool. His stuff is, you know, I'll show you. They're doing a podcast, and I thought that was really exciting. Theirs is... Oh, we could do that, actually. We could hang out with them, in a way. Oh, a podcast within... Like a stream within a stream. That sounds like a good title. Maybe I'll use that. Yes. Yeah, let's just hang out with them for a bit. We'll do that.
You should smoke.
Oh, their intro video? Oh my goodness. Wow. I was really impressed. But this is Mavo and Martian. And we'll listen to... Oh, no. You know what? We're going to listen to one of Mavo's songs, and then we're going to listen to their podcast, and we're going to chill for a bit. Because I think I need to, like, decompress a little bit. After the bird dances and after Mark, wow. I think it'll be good to just decompress a little bit. So let's jump right into it. Let's get to the YouTubes. And this is really just us hanging out. This is, like, there's a lot of artists that I really want to show. But if it turns out that I contact them later and they say, oh, I don't want to put that up on YouTube, it's fine, you know. I'm not putting myself in a position where it's going to mess me up if that happens. Because I've already done, like, what are we... How long are we? Almost 8 hours in a stream? It's fine. It's cool. Because I already did, like, the first half of it is YouTube friendly. The rest of this, it's just us hanging out. So this is what I would be listening to just regularly. This is pretty much what I would do after the show. So it's kind of like an after party with bird dances and wacky randomness. So yeah, if it turns out that, like, I end up doing anything and Twitch is like, you can't do that. I mean, this is a fast way to find out. Honestly, I'm just so tired of every time I want to do something, I have to check the internet and I have to check these forums, and then most of the time they don't know, and then it's a mess. So here we are hanging out, kind of like if I just invited you to my house, you know, something very much not scripted, which most of my stuff isn't, but this is just us, just kicking it. Okay, this is Gizmo and Mavo, but I like both of them. I found both of them around the same time. We're gonna give them the entire thing, 'cause they deserve it. Oh, Taylor, say you're leaving the stream. Thanks for being here, man. Have a good night. I'll catch you later. Like a predator, wouldn't wish your death on my worst competitors. I am the physical form of the reaper, the dead body dealer. They call me the soulless life editor. Body wet and blood left in pain. Breaking necks if it'll go my way. I was born in mud, I got no constraint. I'm being wrong, no just aim. But they hit that A-face, break your face. Laced up kids and rappers run about it, they chains. Hop in your bitch, pop out and say thanks. Can't take that shit anymore. I don't bang, little bitch. Little quick hit for the itch, little diss for the kids. Try tripping the whip, nothing to but it is. Hit through a scope, zoom on your little bitch. Now you dance, little bitch. Gizmo the gremlin, Mavo metaphysical. Rappers reaching, acting so parasitical. Dropping copycats, we dropping atypical. Put you on the map and now you're not visible. Shut the fuck up or you losing your fucking teeth. That's how I'm coming whenever you fuck with me. Clear out my vision, cause if you in front of me, eyes gonna open, I'm gutting your fucking spleen. Yeah, you heard right, bitch. I'm gonna open up your stomach, cut your spleen, and watch everything inside of you spill out. That's with a couple more digits, this business is getting finished. Got invincible, through despicable, watch for the finish. A one hit, go put them right where they was meant to be. Still can't compete. 6'4", Gizmo, aim for the T. Strong for the beat, like the head of police. Small for the beat, better drop to your knees. Let it breathe and delete all your shit obsolete. They ain't talking to me. Watch for sentences, you slurring out. I heard by word of mouth, you talk that shit, so serve it out, just blurt it out. You see me flowing on this murder cloud. See, I can work it out. No point in holding back when I serve it out. What's those sentences you slurring out? I heard by word of mouth, you talk that shit, so serve it out, just blurt it out. You see me flowing on this murder cloud. See, I can work it out. No point in holding back when I serve it out. Oh, I love what they do so much, honestly. Let's fix this. Here we go. Cool. Yeah, it's Mavo and Gizmo. Both of them have really cool styles, and they're different in different ways. Gizmo seems to have a lot of energy and is very bold with it. And Mavo has a lot more of the chill stuff in his music, but it's powerful. It packs a punch. Like, his actual lyrics are just... there's a lot of complexity to it that makes commentary that I think is really good for really anyone to hear. And with a lot of Gizmo stuff, it feels like just this really powerful experience. It's theatrical. Like, his music videos, I'll just show you. It's different. I love it. Let's do this. Oh yeah, Dapper Dreadful. You might not like some of the music, but honestly, it's part of what I like. So you don't have to stick around if you don't want to, but we're gonna give them the spotlight, and you know where to find me. If you don't want to be here now and you want to come back later, that's fine. But I think they're worth sticking around for. So we'll check them out. Yeah, we'll find out if we'll find out all the stuff, all the things of if I'll get in trouble with Twitch.
Don't dive too deep, I'm in the submarine. You'll drown in seconds if you follow me. Do me dirty, bitch, fuck your apology. I let your bitch know wallow me, I'm addicted, swallow me. That bitch boy thought I was his friend, hey now that's just pretend. Because I said what's up to you, doesn't mean I fuck with you. I like my blunt, then I ascend in the smoke and suspend. Running through my revenue, smoke weed like I need it to. I told that bitch, get the fuck up on my motherfucking dick, or I'll slay and I'll rip a man. I don't got a bitch, fucking trick. You don't people when I ask you feel so rich. Then I'm bitch, fucking dream. No, I'm still up in this bitch. No, I'm still up in this bitch. I'm still up in this bitch. What the fuck? I don't fuck. I'm still up in this bitch.
Thanks for the cigar, meaty. Oh, it's my pleasure, mister. Boy, I sure got a bang out of that.
What does it mean? I'm not exactly sure, but it's very fun. And look, it's the contrast. I love it. Oh!
Yo, you don't even know what I'm talking about, man. I got the urge, I got intentions, I'ma fuck some shit up. I got no reason, just some tension every day I get up. Like who the hell just had to mention me? I'm getting pissed as fuck. Hold up, before I get out my bed, I think about your dad, then I fucking bust a nut. These stupid bitches keep hitting my line, so I'm a dick, I hit a lick. Get out the sag without no act, then I roll up and box the whip. I'm on an acid trip, but maybe I'm just sober as shit. Cause nowadays I can't tell the difference from real life and this. I couldn't give a motherfucker about a stupid asshole trying to sell me some nudes so I can buy some clothes. Hell no, I'm broke, but you're cheap as hell. And I love that weed shit, can't you tell? You can smell my smell, that smelly smell. That devil's lettuce set straight from hell. Yeah, I gather myself when I stop my breathing, stole straight from him. So he gave me a beating. Not with the demons that said that they love me. I hate everybody that thought I was funny. So I killed them and left them to bleed. Nowhere to go, I got nowhere to leave. I never needed no help, you don't even know me. Nothing to prove, I'm proud to show me. Fuck out my face or give you cold feet. Cross my path, bitch, you're laughing, no pity. I got the urge, I got intentions, I'ma fuck some shit up. I got no reason, just some tension every day I get up. Like who the hell just had to mention me? I'm getting pissed as fuck. Hold on, bro, I get out my bed, I think about your dad, then I fucking bust a nut. I got the urge, I got intentions, I'ma fuck some shit up. I got no reason, just some tension every day I get up. Like who the hell just had to mention me? I'm getting pissed as fuck. Hold on, bro, I get out my bed, I think about your dad, then I fucking bust a nut.
Okay, you want to know something fun? For real, for real. That was a Pokemon sound. That was a Pokeball. There was a Pokeball sound there at the end. I'm like 90% sure. I think so. Okay, so we listened to some of Gizmo. Now we'll go check out Mavo. Check out his stuff. I think this was pretty fluid. I didn't plan it, but I started with the video that they did together, and then we explored one artist, and then we explored another artist. That could, I think, be a good segment, especially for these kind of videos. It's pretty cool. This particular genre of music, that's something that is explored a lot of collaborations. So that could maybe be a good way for people to find their artist by essentially listening to a bunch of different like previews of what they sound like. I'll think about it. Let's do this.
Got body shit, man, you feel me? Honey bourbon packs all over the fucking car floor. Throwing holes in the design. Bitch, I got body short in the backwood. Been on that shit, put the pearl in the eighth and go make that a primo. Watch as they play fake and trace everything spoken coded to people. I now know the purpose, so what if it's evil? We in too deep now. Deep on the king, burn it all to the ground. Reach for the surface, I'm searching for power. Like, what do you think this about? See, they feeding for glamour, like, fuck what they saying. I'll part the plan, so I go with the fans. And I die for the cause, it was written in the sand. Sick of sitting, so I stand for the minutes that I can. Such an image that can pan, not a vision for the clan. Hit a rhythm for the land, that can live with any man. Give them in the brand, fuck our hand out. Kill them where they stand now. Signs identified in my hands, bitch, I got body word in the back. Serving that work like I put the bird up in the bag. It's the box and that whip with the hill on my back. It's kinda demonic as ever. Talking and talking up all your contenders. So fiction, we out for the head or whatever. Pretentious is always off and I'm missing the season. What God is intended. What if he existed, he faulty. I seen all my angles. Following my angels and chilling. Still off in my anger and willing and dealing with shit so apparent. I can't even feel it. Still caught in my anguish. Yeah. Still feeding my habits. It's better that way I can have it. I seen all my angles. Still following my angels and chilling and dealing with shit so apparent. I won't ever feel it. Live through that homies camaraderie. I pour out that OE. Running the home, then I'm going. Finding my soul, my coping. Timing was all in the coding. Blinding before now. Falling and snowing. And speaking that holy from Monday to Sunday. Embracing the late, but that had to come someday. Lost in the science. I'm shining this hole in the youth and the money I know. You done heard it before. My start to the throne, bitch. All these rappers are clones. Just a matter of stones. They get thrown with these words and it gets worse. Working out perfectly. Watches it fall into place. How it's currently. Learn from this something that come from me. Certainly often and further. We kill them for currency. Courtesy. Fuck it. Following my angels and chilling. Still off in my anger and willing and dealing with shit so apparent. I can't even feel it. Still caught in my anguish. Yeah. Still feeding my habits. It's better that way I can have it. I seen all my angles. Still following my angels and chilling and dealing with shit so apparent. I won't ever feel it. Live through their homies camaraderie. I pour out that OE.
Yes. Okay, so I haven't actually seen the whole video before then. Usually I'll play musicians while I'm working on things, and so that was the first time I actually got to see the video, and that was really cool. The amount of editing was just fantastic. Those aren't great words for it, but I started using the internet and different apps and whatnot, and I found out quickly just how difficult it all is, and it's not easy to do any of what they're doing. And so for me, seeing like the starting point, I can recognize just how much time and effort has gone into what they're producing, and it feels like it's a more like cinematic experience. It's nice. I like it a lot. That's what I'm pursuing. That's what I want to do. Hopefully we'll see more of that in the future. I think especially now, since people have had so much time just to actually have time to explore different kinds of artistic outlets, maybe we'll start seeing this kind of explosion of artistic expression if people are confident enough to do it, which you should be. If there's something that you found that you really like, whenever everything goes back to normal, you could still do the thing that you like. You should. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going back. I'm growing. I want this stuff. I want to hang out with you guys. This is fun. I want to do this and create and music and paint and whatnot. I think that's much better than what I was doing. And what I was doing wasn't bad. I was traveling to conventions and selling artwork and kicking it solo for pretty much forever, most of the time. Like 90% of the time. But this is me going from like really no interaction to a lot of interaction. And I like it. It's cool. Yeah, so we're going to check out more of their work. I like what they're doing. Oh, that's cool.
A lot of shit up on my shoulders now. Think I need another smoke. Bitch, no dripping from the car. Keeping it forced so I know. Cause a lot of shit up on my shoulders now. Hurt me need another smoke. Bitch, no dripping from the car. Yeah, a couple of runs, drugs in the truck, kids running off and the crumbs out breaking. I'm on the blunt holes frontin', wanting to fuck with no luck. I'm ducking the clutch of them critics cutting me up. I don't feel it, shutting me up for the image, bluffing the trust with chains, cuddle with lust with a plus. Just give it up with an extra bump for the jump like what you put on in your eyes, don't gonna get this divine hidden and fitted in your spirit is sitting like you're fit in this league. We lead, leaving your scrimmage to smoke weed for the past minutes to killing me rapper asking what I even finished. Sacred definitive answers for them questions. Mixing up your favorite artists with no credit. I'm fucking far ahead of the guard, come get beheaded this war, storming your entrances. Spit that napalm flow, separate our differences. Go with an apron chef, cooking metaphysics. Yeah, go from the store, making money from a button switch. See the hate in many, but it's nothing but subliminals. Overhead written, teach kids who to listen to, coming from precious metals. No heaven is now. A lot of shit up on my shoulders now. Think I need another smoke. Bitch, no dripping from the car. Keeping force so I know. Cause a lot of shit up on my shoulders now. Hurt me need another smoke. Bitch, no dripping from the car. Keeping force so I know.
This is so cool. Oh my goodness. I'm loving this. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time too. Oh, I just noticed. That's on Gizmo's page. That was nice of him. That's like what I'm doing. Just like showing people stuff. Let me put my Twitch back up here so I can actually see. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, I forgot about this band. I forgot they were a thing. Let me... Yeah, okay, so we did Desert Dwellers earlier, and I found this other band. Whenever I tuned into some of the Desert Dwellers live stream, someone mentioned that the Desert Dwellers and Sphongle made a huge difference in their life. So I already played some Desert Dwellers. Let's go ahead and check out this band. And I found them right before I had to jump back into work. So I haven't got to really explore them yet, but it looks like a whole other world. So I guess just jump into that. Showed up here, might as well. I'll check it out. This is gonna be fun. Are you ready? Do you hear popcorn?
Are you ready to get Sphongled? Let's do this.
Perhaps this will help Dapper Dreadful sleep. This seems up his alley.
This is a story about a museum of consciousness.
blown away right now. I'll be honest. I think I found my people. Magic Man Dan! Hi! We're listening to Sphongle. Sphongle. Interdimensional travel. Oh my goodness. Wow. Sphongle. Brought to you by Sphongle. Someone clip that, make them famous, and then give them lots of money and support. No, for real. No joke. Do it. Make me a meme. Good sir, if I can be a meme for you and provide you with support, I'll do it. What do I do? Alright, so... No, for real. No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm not like one of those like, oh yeah, we should totally do this. I'm like, I'm so for real right now. Make me into a meme and give money to Sphongle. Am I? Because I know you can do the clippy things. I know you can. I know you can make different, like... yeah, okay. Yeah, that's enough of that. We'll go back to Sphongle. Oh, you know what? That was good. That's just me. Being a cat. You make me into a meme, I'll spread it. On my social medias. Checked in on my stream. That's awesome. I love it. That's how I want it to be. It's like, okay, I want Pandora's Eyes Hangout to be this circus tent that you can just hop in anytime you want, and it's a party. There's cool stuff going on because we're exploring music and having fun and being silly, and it's different. You can pop in and out anytime you want.
When I shall cease to be, no more I would dream in perfect harmony. When shall I be free? When Close my eyes and feel
Alright, I'm painting to music that I like. That's cool.
dancing to your melody all night long.
And then I think we should dance together. I think that would be so fun. I would do it. That's so cool. They just gave it out to someone in the audience. How nice. Oh, I could do that too. What if I danced and painted on stage? That would be cool, and I could just go travel with musicians and help them have a kind of performance on their stage. I would so do that. Let's do that. Someone once asked me what my political alignment was in college, and I told them I hadn't done enough research to give them an answer. I'm exploring music, and I want to make my own music, but maybe I need to explore more musicians. Maybe I just need to find my muse and see what harmony I want out of all of that together. You know what's really fun? If you wanted to check if this was scripted or not, YouTube shows if you've seen the videos. Sometimes you just find the right connecting piece. I think I just found it. Glad you're here to be a part of it. Are they saying circus? Magic Man Dan, you say that you have to dip out. Cool. Alright. We'll be here. Just partying.
I needed technology to bring this one to life. That makes so much more sense.
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
with you. Now we've got some dance music with DJ Lucas just to end off the night, shake out some rattles and bones. Thank you very much for your patience, your love, and coming here. And we hope to see you again real soon. Thank you, Sphongle.
Hello. Thanks very much. That really is it. Thank you, everyone. Happy Halloween. Love you guys. Thank you.
Biodiversity of fungal systems and associations within this ecosphere. And it's that biodiversity that gives sustainability to the ecosystem. The mushroom mycelium represents rebirth, regeneration, rejuvenation. The task that we face today is to understand the language of nature. And so hopefully, the spirit of goodness will survive. goodness will surprise.
everybody. Yeah, it's about time I did another one of these. 2019, and, you know, really the past few years have been really stressful for a number of reasons. But I don't think it really helps that so much negativity is accessible to us nowadays, from the news to the internet, and it really can distract from the fact that there are so many reasons to smile still in this day and age. I know, hard to believe, but there are. And a couple of years ago, because I had a platform, I thought I would do my part in trying to offset that somehow, and thus this series was born. If you're not familiar with it, it is a very visual, jam-packed positivity packet, and hopefully you can refer to this anytime you're feeling low. And if you are familiar with it, you're not going to be familiar with this episode because we're doing a few things different. This one's going to be coming to you in the form of a variety show with different segments hosted by my friends and a musical guest. What? That's right. I'm excited. So sit back, relax, because I'm about to give you some facts, starting now! In case you didn't love Dolly Parton enough, her early literacy program, Books from Birth, has now delivered 1 million books to the children of Washington, D.C. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is now cancer-free! She's a fighter, baby. A care home for the elderly in Holland allows young people to live there for free in exchange for volunteer time with its elder residents. It's so sweet. A woman from the Bahamas took 97 dogs into her home to shelter them from Hurricane Dorian. That is a mood. Julie Akins, a journalist from Oregon, started a nonprofit organization that turns retired school buses into homes on wheels for homeless families. 13-year-old Chase Nayland Square created a program at his school in Louisiana that gives clothes and supplies to students in need. And now, cutting over to a new segment called Nate's Laboratory.
Hello, former zygotes. My name is Nate, and today I'm going to show you how to make an egg bounce. All you need is table vinegar, a glass to contain your liquid, and we used a chicken and a duck egg. First, you pour your vinegar in a glass, then carefully drop the egg in. It's important that you put the vinegar in first, or else... Now let's give that egg some alone time in vinegar for 24 hours. And check in on it every now and again to see how it looks. The reaction we're observing is caused by the acid in the vinegar, which is donating hydrogen to the calcium of the eggshell. All of that is going to break down the shell to create your bouncy egg. Once those 24 hours are up, you'll find a foam at the top of the glass, and your egg will look a little larger than when it was in its shell. After the vinegar has dissolved the shell, it passes through the membranes of the egg by osmosis, which forces the elastic exterior of the egg to expand. Talk about alliteration. And voila! You can now bounce your egg on a table, a counter, or a wall. Well, maybe not a wall. This is an easy experiment that you can do at home. So give it a go. Happy bouncing!
Lori Lightfoot became the first queer black female mayor of Chicago. Chicago is now the largest city in U.S. history to have a gay mayor, or a gayer, if you will. California's Crown Act banned the discrimination against natural hair in workplaces and schools. Lizzo. That's it. That's the whole fact. Led by 16-year-old activist Greta Thunberg, more than 1.4 million students across 123 countries staged walkouts from school in protest of climate change. After being devastated by Hurricane Maria, Puerto Rico pledged to run on 100% renewable energy by the year 2050. Lil Nas X, yeah, of course he's going to be in this list, is the first openly gay man to be nominated for a country music award. Of course, what Reasons to Smile video would be complete without the recurring segment, Dahlia's Corny Jokes!
Alright, everyone, give a warm round of applause for Dahlia. Oh yeah, let's go some toast. Alright, do the rest. Alright. Turn it off! You animal, stop clapping! It doesn't have to be a 10-minute affair. Alright, very good. And for her first act, knock it off! How many times I gotta say it?
What did the shy pebble wish?
What?
That he was a little bolder. What wouldn't you find in a haunted house?
What wouldn't you find in a haunted house?
A living room.
Oh my gosh.
Why did the picture go to jail? Why?
Why?
Because it was framed.
Oh my, that's good.
What do you call an apology written in dots and dashes? What?
Oh, wait.
Oh, never mind. Okay, go ahead.
Remorse code.
The Taiwanese clouded leopard, thought extinct, was seen for the first time in 36 years. Look at this. Yeah, I want to pet it. The world's largest species of bee was recently rediscovered for the first time since 1981. Its average wingspan measures 2.5 inches. That's wider than the diameter of a baseball. That's cool. A little scary, but cool. Mang Mang the panda bear gave birth to twins at the Berlin Zoo. Breeding pandas is difficult, which makes the twin cubs incredibly rare. Here's a cute one. Through a program called Park RX, doctors have started prescribing time in nature as a treatment for things such as hypertension, diabetes, and anxiety. Nature would definitely help. Unless it's the woods of the Pacific Northwest. Because they're haunted. And now another respite from the facts with a segment we're calling Pet Corner.
I'm Taryn Modell, and this is my pet, Toothless the Magic Dragon. I was stuck between Toothless and Puff the Magic Dragon because she resembles Toothless in a lot of ways, not having a leg, and she turns black. She doesn't bite, barely has teeth. But Puff the Magic Dragon also fit because bearded dragons puff up. So I just settled on Toothless the Magic Dragon. Reptiles are pretty much the perfect standard pet. They just sit in a box and hang out with you for the most part. They don't judge a whole lot, but sometimes it's hard to tell. Bearded dragons are called bearded dragons because they have this pouch under their heads, and you won't see it a lot, but usually male bearded dragons will display it as a show of dominance or aggression, but I've never seen her do it. She's never had a reason to. As far as bearded dragons go, she's actually pretty small, but I've seen some boys that got like big. They do require some exotic care. They have to have a special kind of light bulb that will give them vitamin D and a heat lamp because they don't make their own heat. And then, of course, what to feed them. A lot of people will immediately think that iceberg lettuce is a good choice or romaine is a good choice, which it's not. It's not going to immediately hurt your dragon, but it doesn't have a lot of substance. So things like bok choy are good, leafy greens, fruits, veggies. Watermelon's a nice summer treat though. It keeps them really hydrated. They don't have to drink water. Some of them do, but that's a behavioral thing, not a necessary thing. This is actually my first reptile pet. Being close to a reptile just kind of opens you up to the idea of having more in your life. They really do all have personalities, and some of them are really sweet, and you realize that there's another side of them that people don't talk about as much. They have really basic needs, and all they really want is for those needs to be met, and they're perfectly docile, chill, friendly little guys, and they'll look you in the eye when you talk to them, which is something not a lot of people expect from reptiles, I guess, because they're a little bit more primitive, but they're all there, just as much as any other pet.
Why did the robber take a bath?
Why?
He wanted to make a clean getaway. What do you call it when Batman skips church?
What?
Christian Bale.
Oh my gosh!
What do you call a boat with a hole in the bottom?
What?
Not a boat,
A sink.
Oh my
god. Have you heard about that new restaurant on the moon? It has great food but zero atmosphere.
Oh my god.
Camden loves that I love that you love that.
Starting in February, Etsy committed to offsetting the carbon emissions of all their shipments. They estimate that their results were the equivalent of taking 11,965 cars off the road for 1 year. British scientists have discovered that British seagrass, which grows in beds off the coast of the UK, can intake carbon up to 35% faster than tropical rainforests. The same scientists are now sampling the seagrass seeds to see if they can sow some for surefire salvation. The Arbor Day Foundation recently revealed its Time for Trees campaign, for which they will plant 100 million trees in an effort to remove an estimated 578,000 tons of chemical pollutants from our air. That's awesome. New York banned single-use plastic bags. Counties will be able to sell plastic bags for a 5-cent fee, and the money will go towards New York's Environmental Protection Fund. And now another new segment we're calling Adri's ASMR.
Welcome to Adri's ASMR. Sometimes people make scary laws that we just don't understand. But sometimes people make dumb laws which we understand even less. Here are some of those dumb laws. In Kentucky, it's illegal for a woman to remarry the same man over 3 times. I mean, come on, Karen. He's not good for you. They say you're never fully dressed without a smile, and this is especially true in Milan, where you can be fined for frowning. It is illegal to carry snails on a high-speed train in France, unless they have a ticket. In another law coming from Thailand, you may not leave the house going commando. Come and get me. In France, you may not name your pig Napoleon, because George Orwell already did that. And also, it's disrespectful to the general. Until next time.
Why did the stadium get hot after the game?
Why?
Because all the fans left.
Oh.
Have you ever tried eating a clock? It's very time consuming.
I have.
How many apples grow on a tree?
About 50. Oh, sorry. Well, how many?
All of them.
Oh.
My new thesaurus is terrible. Not only that, it's also terrible.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, that was unthinkable. That was unthinkable.
How was it? This one is my favorite.
Okay.
What do you get when you cross a joke and a rhetorical question?
What? Oh my gosh. I love that.
The Young Guru Academy in Turkey has developed a cane that works with Google Maps to help people with visual impairment better navigate their world. That's so cool. A program in Seoul, South Korea is hosting daytime discos for people over 65 to help combat physical ailments, dementia, and loneliness. The participants say the dancing makes them feel better both physically and emotionally. An engineer in Kenya has developed gloves that allow hearing impaired people to convert their sighting into audible speech. That's awesome! MDMA therapy for people with PTSD is in the final stages of its research, with a 68% rate of complete remission, an unprecedented result for any PTSD drug therapy to date. Now, there may be some of you at home watching this and thinking to yourself, I hate learning, where are the cats? Well, we've got you covered with this new segment we're calling Catwalk.
Hello, I'm Veropoli Alapanthicus heliox von Thrupp. And I'm And this is the catwalk.
Oh my god, what a good look, and it's even got a bow on top.
Oh.
Glam Stoker's Dracula, anyone? No!
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 No! No!
This is a fucking gift to the world.
Didn't you wear this last year?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He looked at me.
No, he looked at me.
No, he very clearly looked at me.
No, he looked at me!
He was looking at me! Look me in the eyes!
Wow, that cat looked good enough to eat.
And with that many delicious looks, it was a fancy feast. I ate cat food. Thank you for joining us. I have been Veropoli Alapanthicus heliox von Thrupp.
And I have been Back to you, Thomas.
New York City public schools have begun serving Meatless Mondays, and there are 1.1 million students in the school district, so the impact could be huge. An indigenous farming technique called biochar is being researched by Wake Forest University with promising results, which could majorly help reforestation efforts in the Amazon rainforest. A wall of trees is being planted on the southern border of the Sahara Desert in order to stop the desertification of any more land. The project is estimated to bring thousands of jobs to local communities, as well as promote renewable energy, reduce violence, ensure food security, and much, much more. Scientists have reported that the Earth could support 2.2 billion acres of new trees without it infringing on urban or agricultural areas. That may sound like a lot, but out of all of Earth's land that can support continuous tree cover, it's only 1/5 of it, and it could remove up to 2/3 of carbon emissions that are a product of human activity. The scientists responsible for the study that determined that figure described this new information as mind-blowing. And now a brief musical interlude as I cut over to Savants of Soul singing a segment of their song, Swell.
That's why I tell you all the time. Yes, I do. You know it's true.
Well, that was really cool. I've never thrown it over to a band before. Felt like a late night host. Can that be like a regular thing?
Yes!
Now more
Yes, I can!
Go!
I'm doing it! Ah!
Frodo! Oh no, you spilled it! Frodo! Hi, I'm Talon, and this is my pet rat, Frodo. Hi, Bubba.
I wonder if he's still doing this.
Would you like to do activities?
I'll have to
Or would
find
you like
out.
To sit on me? Wow. Some fun facts about rats. Their little tails are actually made of scales. The first person to actually make rats a pet was Jack Black. Not like the Jack Black, but like a man named Jack Black. And then Jack Black, our Jack Black, ended up making a song where he was the Rat King. So I mean like full circle. Are you ready for a yogi? Look at this, it's so yummy. Here we go. Oh, he's like, I'll only eat it if I'm not facing the camera. Another thing is that rats have pretty sharp claws, so if you see little scrapes on me, I'm perfectly fine. To anyone who wants to adopt little ratties, male rats, like Frodo, are big and fat and lazy and love cuddles. And female rats are the excitable ones who like to play and learn tricks. Rats are one of the only animals that can actually eat chocolate, and it can be good for them, especially if it's dark chocolate. I've never heard a vet say this. But in the rat community, a lot of people will give their rats dark chocolate when they're healing from a sickness. Medicine's important.
My
though,
painting
but
looks
dark
great.
chocolate and blueberries
Oh, thank
are
you.
awesome.
I appreciate that.
In moderation. In moderation. Although rats are seen as very dirty, they actually like to wash themselves a lot like cats. My boys are a little dirty though because they're nasty. Oh, he's weeing on me. He has two brothers named Smeagol and Sam. Because rats should not be kept alone, they get very, very sad. His brother Smeagol antagonizes him a lot, and then he gets all fluffy and he like jumps around. And rats fight, play fight, and unfortunately real fight with rats, but particularly this little angry boy. When he gets fluffy, that means he's upset, and sometimes what he'll do is he'll just like go to his bedding and just like dig on his bedding, and he'll like huff and puff and like jump around. He's sleeping now. Oh. He's exhausted. He was like, too much. That was enough. I'm done.
Well, that marks the end of another episode of Reasons to Smile. I hope at some point it did make you smile. I know that for us, making this video, we smiled quite a bit. Again, this video just scratches the surface of all the good things happening in the world. Did you hear about a piece of good news that happened somewhere in the world that wasn't included in this video? Let us know down in the comment section. Did anything good or just awesome happen in your own personal lives that you want to share? Let us know down in the comment section. You should celebrate it, and there are people down there that probably want to hear about it. It's always a ton of fun making videos like these, and we hope that it entertains you or at least distracts you for a little bit when you need it. I know that it's hard to see sometimes, especially with all the negativity out there, but there are still so many people doing good things in this world, and I know that you guys too are capable of that same good. Know that there are people out there who care about and love you. Know that you're worthy of love. Know that you're capable of good things in this world. And please know that there are so many reasons to smile. Until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out. This one's going to be coming to you in the form of a rock. If there's a bloopers section, that's where that would go.
The cat already lost me. It has red hair. Hate that.
Yeah. Wait.
Wow, this look is a real Dragula. Wow, I wish the designer would have catnipped this one in the bud. Indiana moans. Ho ho ho
You're
bag.
covering your face. I cannot see the smiles.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
Alright, let's Santa pause, because this is f***ing atrocious.
Go ahead and impale my head on a spike, am I right?
Yes. It can't even walk in a straight f***ing line.
Neither can you after 5 p.m.
This look is a big dud.
And that's my act.
I'm gonna do one more. I missed
Well, that's it for me. That's the show for tonight. I'll be back. Heading out. If there's anything that you take away from today, I hope it's this. This is where we started. Big rush. Rush. Wherever you are, whatever you do, whatever you may be going through, just remember that change is always a constant in life. So if you are somewhere in your life that you don't want to be, just know that it doesn't have to be permanent. The main deciding factor for where you start out is not in your control. But where you end up is entirely your control. Or rather, you always have a say in that. I know it's hard to see sometimes. I know life is hard sometimes. And there are things that are concerning that need to be addressed. And that's just going to happen. But the only way that we can start addressing them is if we start. Most of life is about showing up. And you get to be the star of your own show if you choose to be. You don't have to be. But why wouldn't you want to be? There's not a lot that we do know. And this world can be pretty scary, a lot. But what I do know is that if you are feeling this way, you're not the only one. No one starts off with all the answers, and pretty much we just get in here and we're winging it the whole time. And I think there's a bit of an illusion going on that some people have it all figured out. But from my experience, at least, it's not a destination. It's about the journey. And you always have a say over which direction you go in through your everyday choices. Every day, you wake up and you make a series of choices. And those choices will start to open up pathways for where you're going to go in life. If you aren't exceptionally aware of this, it may seem a little difficult when so much comes your way. But even when that happens, the resilience that we have shown throughout history to keep art and to keep love and to keep community, this idea of a camaraderie, it's always been around. Sometimes it's just a little harder to find your tribe. And I don't think everyone is going to enjoy the same things. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's good that we have complexity. If we didn't, it'd be pretty boring. Imagine if we all liked the same thing and it just never changed. I don't think it would be as interesting. So, moving forward, if you want a place to start, look at where you want to go. What do you actually want out of this life? I know sometimes we get a little encouraged to forget to even ask that. I think part of what made being a kid so nice is that was something that you got to ask every day. What do I want to do today? And for a lot of us, that gets lost after a certain point. But that doesn't mean that it's gone for good. That mindset can come back anytime that you want. And not everyone's going to get it. But people don't have to get you for you to be you. People don't have to get it for you to create. I do my thing, and this time, I let you see it. And part of that is because I feel that some of you actually want to have fun with life, and you're a little afraid, but all you have to do is make sure you are realistic, and and that whatever you do, you do it with love. If you follow loud, I think you'll be okay. And when you're not okay, that's normal too. It's part of it. But you don't have to hide the fact that you're not okay. I think it's important to figure out why. And the first step is admitting when things aren't working. If you're struggling, you're not the only one. That's normal. It happens. You don't have to do it alone. If you liked my stream, come back. I'll be here. Have a good night. Oh. Thanks for watching. Bye.